All right. LDBC, this is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys. So, man, I've been looking at how a lot of this has been developing. I've been looking at a lot of this and how it's been developing. And, I feel like Kenny Porter. I don't think Kenny Porter, because Kenny is talking a little bit different nowadays. He's talking a little bit different. Matter of fact, he's talking much more differently. And he's talking a little less reckless when it comes to Errol Spence. And I started to pick up on that, and I'm like, man, you know, I think Kenny Porter knows what's about to happen. I think he completely knows, and I think what Kenny is doing is I think he's preparing himself mentally for what's going to happen. And it's kind of crazy, man. Kenny Porter, we can say that the man really is, he's a good dad, and he helped his son become a millionaire. And at the same time, Kenny Porter is the biggest opportunist. Like, I think if Shawn could ever get away from Kenny, and I'm not talking about like get away from him, like really get away from him, but if he could actually, like find like a whole nother team, you would see the Shawn Porter, the athlete that's there, become a great fighter. Like, you would see it. He's already a magnet. He's a good fighter right now. And he has a style that definitely works for him. But you would see him become like an extraordinary fighter, okay? Because there's some things that I think that Kenny just don't know. And see, to my recollection, I don't even think Kenny Porter's ever been inside of a ring. I think he does know boxing. I just don't think he's ever been in a ring. And, unfortunately, as a trainer, there's some things that you have to have been in a ring to experience it. Because you can't teach something that you haven't experienced. You can teach a person how to jab. You can teach a person how to move their head. You can teach all of that. You can teach every single bit of it. But if you've never been in there and taken punishment, and if you've never, you're not going to know what it feels like to want to quit. You're just not going to know. And I don't care what anybody tell you, if you've never been inside of a ring, there are just certain things that you will never understand. Okay? If you've never had to spar, multiple rounds with different fresh fighters, you're never going to understand. You're not going to understand everything. And you're not going to understand, that part of the game where you've been hit so much and you just want to stop. All fighters get to that point, man. It's in your mind and you thinking, man, I can just stop and I can fight another day. No trainer, if you've never been in a ring, there's no way that you're going to even be able to reciprocate that feeling. It's not. See, we make fun of Freddie Roach. We do it all the time, but I tell you what, man, and I can tell you this with a straight face. I can say at least Freddie Roach has had about 40 or so professional fights, more than 40. And I know that there's certain things that Freddie Roach could tell me that Kenny Porter could not tell me. Just take the black and white out of it, okay? Just take the black and white out of everything, and let's look at, like, reality, okay? Take that out. Because I know some people, man, you over here, you gonna sell a brother out, and, just take the white and black out of this and look at it. Look at it from what I'm telling you, okay? Just really look at the details. Freddie Roach been in the ring, okay? He's had fights before. Floyd Mayweather Sr., they've been in the ring before, okay? They've been in the ring. One of Deontay Wilder coaches, okay? Mark Breland, they've been in the ring. I mean, you guys starting to understand, where I'm going with this. They can give you a much different perspective. And that's a person that I would trust. I wouldn't trust a person that they've never been inside of a ring. I wouldn't do it, okay? They don't know. At least, maybe even if you went amateur, I can still trust that person because you still understand, what it feels like to get punched in the face. You understand what it's like to get hit in the body, have a crippling liver shot, and you don't know if you can push through. See, you understand that. To my recollection, I don't think Kenny Porter understands how that feels. I don't think he knows. Because I don't think he's ever been in the ring. I can't find anything. I can't. But I think Kenny Porter, he's taking this time. To me, he's a really huge opportunist. And I think Kenny wants to be more of a celebrity than a great trainer. That's how I feel. I think Kenny wants to be like this celebrity. He wants to be this celebrity trainer. Like he think that he's larger than life. He think he's bigger than what he is. And, unfortunately, he's not. He's not larger than life. He's not bigger than what he is, okay? I mean, I don't know, like, who put it in Kenny Porter's head, but this is what he thinks. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I think Kenny knows that the inevitable is going to happen, okay? I think he knows this. And I think on top of all of that, he done talked all this junk about Errol Spence for years and years. And you don't think Errol is going to remember that? You don't think he's going to remember that, man? They've been preparing for Shawn. They know what Shawn going to do. They know. And I'm going to tell you, they watched that Kell Brook fight. The Kell Brook fight really will tell you how to beat Shawn Porter. The Keith Thurman fight, not as much. Keith Thurman was able to catch Shawn Porter and able to put his hands on Shawn in certain places. Because Shawn, you know, let's just face it, he will maul you to death. He will maul you. And he's going to keep mauling you. He's going to keep trying to come forward. It's only going to be so much that he's going to be able to do that to Errol Spence, okay? There's only going to be so much that he's going to be able to do to Errol Spence. That's probably not going to be a reality for him, okay? If he tries that with Errol Spence, it's going to be a different outcome. He's going to back up, okay? He will back up. And you gotta really think of the whole logistics of what I'm telling you. You gotta think of that. See, it's not that Shawn Porter can't be a great fighter, okay? It's not that he can't be a great fighter. He can be a great fighter. Shawn Porter can be a magnificent fighter. It's just Kenny Porter don't have the skill set to teach Shawn how to be a great fighter. And it's funny now because, you know, Kenny got other people in camp. And maybe they've had other people in camp before, okay? But he had somebody else in camp, man, that's helping Shawn with his striking, with his punching. I'm like, whoa, okay, what's going on? So, you know, Kenny, they really, really, really worried about this fight. Kenny was talking all big when the fight got announced, but, man, you know, look, this fight, I felt like Shawn Porter, he had to take this fight. It was forced. It wasn't because he really wanted to fight Errol Spence. No, he had to. See, Al Haymon not playing with these guys, man. Al Haymon not playing with these guys, and I think Al Haymon is growing a bit restless with some of the diva behavior of these fighters. I think he's growing restless. And you can tell, man, Al Haymon trying to push the needle, man, and make these guys fight each other. Man, that's what he gonna do, man. Because, you know, you can't tell Al Haymon no but so many times, and after you tell him no but so many times, well, guess what? Done. You're out of there. Al Haymon is the boss. And you always listen to the boss, especially if the boss runs boxing. And well, that's just the way that is.